To Kim's music.
There's a generation of barbs that never. But I'm telling you, I listened. I went back today. I was on a 2-hour binge of Nicki and Kim, and when I tell you, Kim will spank Nicki's boots off of beats. Like once the beats come in, them shits is crazy.
My problem, and Trump, you go. Yeah.
No,
My problem
Dawes
with that
just made my second point.
My problem with that is that the barbs ain't gonna let it be a fair fight. Period. Go ahead, Trump.
Now I was gonna say Dodge kind of helped my point. Like, you got a generation of people. If they battle, half the people watching don't even know Kim's music.
Don't matter.
So what do you mean it don't matter? And even the people that do know it, like if let's say Benjamins go against Monster, like one posse cut against another, like it just hit different because it's from 20-year differences. It's like it's hard for me to rate how I feel from one song compared to the next. It's a different.
How would you rate
It's
Monster
a different
versus
era.
Benjamins?
Benjamin's all day, but it's like Monster.
No.
Like Nicki bodied that. That's one of her better records. But how could you go against Benjamin's and Little Kim's verse on
I
Benjamin?
fuck with Benjamins, but what
Nah,
Monster
Nicki,
was different.
Monster is Nicki's Joker.
That's
That's her big Joker. That shit gonna beat anything that Kim put out. But you gotta understand that this is 20 songs. Kim got a good. I'll give her 12 to 15 that'll spank Nicki boots.
I'm just saying, songs from a different era just give you a different feeling. They take you back to a different
Nostalgia,
time.
yeah.
When it's a 20-year gap between the hit records, half the people wasn't even there for Little Kim's hits.
That's true.
And then the half that was there is like, it's just going to hit different. That's all.
But you know why it's not? The only reason why I'll give you pushback on that is because of the content of what Kim was talking about. It's still the same content that bitches is talking about to this day. She's talking about sex. She's talking about fuck these niggas. She's talking about money. She's talking about the same labels that the bitches is still getting right now. She's talking about the things that the basis of her raps that made her so raunchy and gutter and raw and gangsta. The words stand the test of time.
I agree on all accounts on both of y'all. The only thing I don't think, Trump, is that you should stop just saying this shouldn't happen because it was two different generations. Like, I agree as far as the listenership is different. Only us that was really there, that's still in the community now, would really fuck with what Kim was doing on that level. These young kids is not fucking with that. The barbs is strong, bro. They not trying to hear nothing about nothing.
They delusional. But at the end of the day, another reason why I don't feel that, because if there was a Nicki and Kim versus, would you watch it with your daughter?
I'm flying both of us out. I'm going.
And this is what I'm saying, right? Because you got to understand, the barbs, they got mothers and aunties. You feel me? They're not going to watch them shits by that's the type of shit that you bring the two generations together. And it's like, yeah, I fucks with you and your Nicki shit, but yo, listen to what Kim said right here. Like, and it's a teachable moment, and it'll be one of the biggest things to ever happen because you're bridging the gap. You're bringing these two generations together.
I know we're about to go. Has there ever been a versus that has successfully done that with the gap that big? I think, or it purposely works for it to be the same time period. Isley Brothers versus Earth, Wind, and Fire. Like, you can't do Isley Brothers against New Edition. Like, it just ain't gonna work. Has it been done?
I don't think that matters.
Not to say that it couldn't be done, but there's a formula
matters.
to it.
No,
I don't think that it has been done, because again, when you talk about rap from different eras and different generations and different like geo areas, it's like there's so many.
Wasn't Snoop versus DMX or some shit like that?
Snoop versus DMX, that shit was fire. That was East versus West, but those was two different times.
It's like there is no. It's how they feel to put it together.
Niggas had Jadakiss versus
Eve
Fab
versus Trina. It's just because they both got vaginas. Because it isn't the same genre of music. Nope. Like one is the South and one is the Jersey.
Honestly, those wasn't my favorite verses for those reasons. Except for DMX versus Snoop, I thought it was kind of dope.
Discounted.
Yeah.
For that one reason.
Okay, it's just my opinion.
Saying? I think Queen versus Queen is just as valid as East versus West or vagina versus vagina.
Yep.
All right. Because this show actually does have a purpose, I have one more thing, and then we get into the actual show.
All right,
because we're all long-winded on this motherfucker. Did y'all see this widen the
I saw it on your Instagram, but I didn't actually get a chance to really deep dive.
What snippet you saw, bro?
This nigga just be lying for no.
So the shit, I'm scrolling through somewhere and I saw something like this.
All right, I wanna pay attention. I
Relax.
want us to.
All right,
Y'all
but wait,
niggas
all right. No. I just want to say
Yeah,
before
we're
you do
attacking
this.
bitch. What happened?
No, wait.
Y'all need to smoke weed again or something, right? Relax a little bit.
Just for argument's sake, there are 3 videos on the screen. Which one were you talking about?
The one that's highlighted.
Because that's just the first one. That didn't necessarily mean that was the one he was going to click, though.
Okay.
So which one did you see a snippet of?
The first one.
I know. I haven't seen the other ones, and I'm interested in what Procter and Gamble is doing. So P&G, Procter and Gamble. I don't even know what type of company is that, Tron. You know?
It's
I don't know.
energy, right?
Is it? It's energy. Well, this video is
feel like-
energy.
Oh, so no, I
I
don't
think
know.
maybe is it pharmaceutical or some shit like that.
Maybe.
I have no idea. P&G is something, but they're on it. They're basically doing something for Black lives, and I'm hoping that we can play this. We're gonna play it, and hopefully we won't get it blocked, right?
Okay.
I want y'all to see this shit. Let's go. There's probably gonna be a commercial. Let me see. It shows 2 kids walking into a commercial. You have to go to the YouTube. I'm gonna try to include this shit in our YouTube. A young lady with the baby. A guy driving, chain on. What looks to be a fucking Camaro or some shit like that. Very ominous music. We've seen this movie before. We all know what's about to happen.
If you think you know what happens next,
If you think you know what happens next.
ask yourself why.
Why?
These are the black stories we've been shown. A narrow view that limits our understanding. But there's so much more to see.
And then all of these positive images come that we don't see in the media. They don't show this.
Picture of black life.
Something that you guys often talk about is that they only show us these movies where we're getting killed, and we're
Trauma bonding and
trauma
bullshit.
bonding and shit like that. Definitely can hear that going down your throat, by the way. Yeah.
Let's widen the stream so we can widen our view.
Son, was that not fire? Son, like, I'm watching this shit and I'm with my sons and I'm like, this is a fucking amazing. Why is this? What did y'all think about that? What did y'all think about it? Neither one of y'all saw it. I don't know if you saw it, but yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the first thought that comes to mind is like you rarely see images of black men in a positive light consistently on any stretch of TV. I mean, you know what I mean? Without any antics, without any bullshit, just strong black men that's there for their family and just...
And then even then, you know that something bad is gonna happen.
Yeah, right.
You know that, like, what's the thing with the dude on the train and he gets killed? What's that movie?
Fruitvale Station.
Fruitvale Station. You know something bad is gonna happen to this good guy, right? The movie with recently, I was telling y'all to watch it, and then he's with his kid, and next thing you know, he gets killed in the car, and you know, it's like you always know something dodge. What's wrong? Something's dodge about to cry.
I'm not about to cry. I don't know how I feel about it.
Good. Tell me why.
I don't know how I feel about it because I feel like fuck, like we really gotta humanize ourselves.
So what, did it touch you?
No,
Like- You're mad that this had to happen?
yeah, I think that's what it is. I feel like because of the way that we are projected in media and in other places and spaces, that something like this had to happen, and it might change the view of a lot of people about black urban black families or whatever, but I don't like that it's necessary. I don't like that just regular, these are regular everyday occurrences, like, and you have to widen your screen so that white people and certain type of other black people can feel like a nigga with a hat and chains riding slow in a low car is a human and not a criminal, or that's just a dad that's just trying to be a part of their family, or because you see a group of black boys that's in a convenience store lingering around, you automatically get like this view in your mind like they're up to no good,
Or
and
something's
then once
gonna happen.
or something's gonna happen, like
But this is a thing.
it doesn't make it didn't make me feel happy. It didn't make me feel warm and gushy inside. It actually made me sad
And I understand
as
that.
fuck.
But that's the thing is, don't you think that it's necessary, especially with companies like this that have a wide reach, right? To say, yo, and you know what they said? There's a point to it. He said, if you think you know what's going to happen,
Right.
ask yourself why.
Right.
There's money behind Black Death.
Yep.
There's people are profiting off of making us look that way and not even realizing what that does to our own consciousness and to their target audience. Their target audience feeds off that. I was talking to a Nigerian in the car on the way to the airport the other day. He says, when I got here, because of the images that we got, I knew to stay away from y'all. I had no idea nothing about y'all but what they fed us. And it's the same thing about what y'all think about us. So now when we encounter each other, we already have preconceived notions
Yep.
about how we are. I actually had to show people I'm not Black American, I'm Nigerian. And then you think I'm a scammer because I'm Nigerian. So we already have that because it's programmed. So for this big company, I'm assuming is white owned, to do that to their, I'm assuming, Bacon, thank you for fact checking, but to do that for their audience as well, I think that's really necessary. I think it's necessary for us to get away from the like, for instance, I do on my Instagram, I do the HGTV shit or the plant shit. You know how many people, niggas, it's like, yo, where you get that plant from, homie? Niggas from my hood that follow me, that I used to hustle with. Yo, I want one of them elephant shits, son. Them elephant ear shits. People, women, like, yo, yeah, it's a bunch of white people. They look like Bill Gates. David S. Taylor. He owns Procter Gamble. They say, yo, we can get plants? I ain't know we could be real and get plants, nigga. Yo, this nigga be building shit, nigga.
Yeah.
Like, yo, you be building? You know what I'm saying? And you sweep and you got white couches and shit. Niggas be going furniture shopping, nigga.
Right.
It's
like,
good for us to show
humanization. It's good for us to show it, yes. But we have to show it to get some type of ounce or glimpse of real life humanity. Like, you have to show that we are like them. We have families, you know, we care about our families. Not all Black women have 13 kids and no father in the house. Like, not all Black men are bad dads. Like, we have to show, like, these are the type of images that we have to project outside of, like, scripted sitcom. You understand? Like, they see like a Blackish or like a Cosby Show, like, oh, like, that's an anomaly. Like, nah, nigga, like, I mean, my grandfather, he wasn't shit, but that nigga came home every fucking day. Like, he was there. Like, my dad, me and him, we don't get along, but this nigga is there every fucking day. He takes my kid to school every day. Like, he helps. Like, there are men in our families. There are my cousins. They're not all bad.
Well, see, my thing is this. When I watched the BET Awards, I'm sorry, I've been thinking while you're talking trauma. If you
No,
have
it's
something to say,
fine.
you could cut me off. It's been long enough.
No, go ahead. After you done.
Nigga timing that shit like
Yeah,
that.
he's like, all right,
Nah,
he's
he
like,
can
cut me
talk
off
now.
in 20 minutes. All right, go ahead, Trump. When I watched the BET Awards last night, you know what I noticed? Black women were being propped up continuously throughout the show. Black
Yeah.
women, yeah, black women. We run this shit. Black women, black women, black women, black women. It was deliberate,
Noticed it too.
right? I bet you did. No, I'm just playing. No, I'm just playing. I'm literally just playing. He loves black women. I mean, hey, I like a little white people with some ass though. All right, but we'll talk about that. What?
The wrong show.
Son, I do. I'm like, yo, I be,
Don't
all right,
talk
all right.
about your
So boom. But what I'm saying
mayonnaise
is, there's
mavens.
nothing wrong with deliberate things being done for a reason, especially if it's meant to cause positive change. That's what I believe that this was. It was a deliberate thing for it being done to say, yo, this is a problem. If this is only thing that, if we're really profiting off of this look, and we're not seeing how that affects people's consciousness. We was talking about that last week, and how I might have viewed myself differently because of certain things, and that now internalized, and I went out and put that out into my world, and that became who I really was, right? If we not realizing how this image that we make all of this money off of, the kid in the corner store, the guy driving the Impala, the dude walking at night with a hoodie, we're profiting off, but we're not acknowledging what it's doing to this community, what it's doing to other people that don't know this community, that don't realize that guy walking with a hoodie is going home. It's cold. Black people don't like cold like that. He wears a fucking hoodie, you know what I mean? And he's going to take care of his kid. And this mama, this baby, this black woman that's holding the baby, she isn't like lost all the time.
Right.
She has somebody that loves her.
Poor,
it's okay
destitute.
to love your baby mama too.
Right.
It's okay to take care of your kids too. Speaking of how we view ourselves, you know what I'm saying? Because like I said, when I was younger, I didn't even realize that men were supposed to be. I thought moms were supposed to do it. That's what happened to me. I never saw that, you know. I didn't realize it when I was younger. Anyway, okay. What, you have something?
Yeah, I was just gonna say it's about balance. Like you said, we don't see enough of the other side, so it was necessary. And to something that Dodge said before, for me, it wasn't. I didn't take it like we gotta show white people this. Obviously, white people are gonna see this. Procter Gamble, that's their demographic. But for me, that's for us to see. Like we need that. If white people see it, cool. But I identify with all the different black men in that commercial at one point or another. And it's very important that we, for example, when I do like a career day, everybody comes suit and tied up, you know what I mean, in uniform. If they're like a police officer or something, I purposely come with a t-shirt on, some jeans, my hat to the back, to let kids know this is what a professional black man looks like also. You know what I mean? He looks like this also. This is what a responsible black man looks like also. He looks just like you. And it's important that we do that. It's about balance. And there's not enough of it. So that's why this commercial is important.
I agree. Dodge, you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
I
I
went so
don't
we're
agree.
like up and down. We're up and down on this episode with emotions.
Yeah, it's fine. But I don't agree with that.
Go ahead. Why are your feet on my rug?
Because you won't let me wear shoes.
I don't agree with that. But go ahead.
My toes is cute, though.
Are they sweating is what I'm worried about. But go ahead.
Yes, they are. Because it's hotter than a bitch in here. The reason why I don't necessarily agree is because I personally don't need to see that to understand that we have multiple sides. And that's just me personally. Like, I just don't. Like, I don't.
You don't think there's kids that do need to see that?
Maybe.
Tahoe said he grew up, he didn't see a father's role. He just assumed the mother does all of that. Sometimes
Right.
you need to see it.
You grow, you learn, and now your kids will know different. So they don't need to see that because they can see that in their own houses. I feel like at this point, if you need a 2-minute video to understand that people are human and people have families and people are not inherently bad or inherently criminal or whatever, I think that there's a deeper problem.
I don't think that's what it was. I think it was to say, hey, we need to stop
Judging.
just using these images to talk about this community.
No, I get that. I'm talking about what Tron was saying.
Okay.
If every 2-minute video looked like that all day, if their teachers look like that, if all of their examples in life look like that, it would impact the kids in a certain way. You just got to do your part a little bit at a time. If I'm just one teacher, I'm just one mentor, I got to do my part.
Somebody
I'm a father
said,
figure to certain kids.
same. I'm a mother figure to certain
Exactly.
kids.
So, like, I can't minimize my role and be like, I only got 2 minutes with them, so it don't really matter. Yeah, every little bit matters.
Somebody in the
Good
chat
point.
said,
Good
Dodge,
point.
being a teacher, you don't think certain kids would benefit from seeing something like that? I think that they will, but that doesn't mean that I'm happy about that.
I don't
fact.
think that I don't think the kids will take much meaning from that.
I think that they will. I think that they will. I believe that they will, for the same reason why I was very critical of Eric Adams last week and saying, like, are they gonna bring back stop and frisk because all the kids dress the same? They all fucking look the same.
Y'all voted for a cop. They definitely fucking
Right.
bring back
And
Stop
I'm
and Frisk.
saying, like, my biggest fear is the more traumatization of young black boys because they wear Nike Tech and Jordans in masses. It'd be 3 niggas in the same fucking outfit walking down the street. So it'd be 3 niggas in Nike Tech in October in the back of a store just chilling, and your first notion or the preconceived notion is that they're up to no good when they probably just chilling. You know, like,
All
I
right.
don't know how I feel about it. I gotta decompress a little bit more.
Let's put a tab in that. What do you call it? Put a
Pin in it.
Put a pin in it. A tab. You know, I didn't know what to expect when I saw this video because I've seen the guy driving in the Impala before. I've seen that movie. I've seen the baby mama struggling with bags and her kids and the father not showing up. I've seen that movie. I've seen the young black man walking down the block listening to his headphones and something tragic happens. I've seen that movie. What I didn't expect was when they said, if you think you know what's about to happen, ask yourself why. And then they showed all of this love and things that we don't normally see. Like, why was it so surprising that nothing bad happened? That's, for me, to realize that I expected that from these scenes, and then realize that I am that black man. I am the father. I am the dude driving in the cool car. I am the dude walking with the hoodie on at night. I am the kid that walks into the corner store. And tell me that if I'm looking at them thinking something bad is going to happen, how does that relate back to how I think about myself? How does that relate back to how other people see me? If everybody knows what's about to happen when it's somebody that looks like me. This message was important to realize that I'm part of the problem just as much as the people putting out those images. This has to change. Damn, I'm good. I did it again. That was a 2 minute. I just hit another one. You ain't did about shit about the other one.
So on the Procter Gamble commercial, I knew it was a good outcome because I saw it. I know Ty was like, oh, you ain't see this shit, but I saw it on my timeline somewhere. I didn't actually click on it and watch it, but I saw that it was something positive. So I already knew kind of what the end was going to be like. I knew it was going to be like something positive about black men. So as I'm watching it, I'm just kind of watching to see how they're doing it, and I just thought it was dope. I just thought it was fire. I just think we need more of that. I didn't expect that coming from Procter Gamble of all companies, but hey man, the more narratives we get like that, like, it's all welcome, you know?
Okay. How do you feel about them discrediting all of your music opinions on this week's episode? Even though you're a DJ.
Yeah, the musical opinions is hilarious. Because it's just that, it's opinions, right? So how can you discredit somebody's opinion? Especially where I'm making good points, like the versus battle. Like, I get Nicki Minaj versus Lil Kim, everybody wants to see that, but I think it's a good point. Like, you can't just skip over the fact that it's from different generations and half the people don't know Lil Kim's catalog. It's one thing to listen back to it, it's another thing to have lived through it and felt that you in the club when Benjamin's came on and Lil Kim's verse came on. Like, you can't compare that to if you grow up on Nicki Minaj and that's your club experience. You can't compare the two. That's why battles from different generations, it don't hit the same. You know, I gotta give me my credit for that point. You know.
I got mad porn tabs on my computer. I got mad porn tabs on my
That
computer.
computer?
Really, nigga?
Baker said me. Baker hit the really nigga and then looked at me.
But
and was
why
like,
y'all got?
"Me too."
But why y'all got mad at them though? Like I have one
I like
that
going-
I use for like 4 months, and then I
have
find
a
a new
history.
one.
Each tab had its own history of a path of where I was feeling that day.
That
To
day.
get there. So
Okay.
now I go to where I'm at on that tab, right? Say it's a massage porn, right? There's like 10 great massage porns behind it. So I'll just go back. Oh, yeah, that's good. Yeah, that's a good one. Go back. That was a good one. Then I'll be like, oh, you know what? There's some suggested under each
You're right.
one. So I can stay in that zone on each tab. So I have like 70 tabs of different feelings. What?
70?
Oh, yeah. That might be conservative. That might be conservative.
Y'all niggas is nasty.
I want to talk about some things today. I'm going to do it right now.
Okay.
This show has come a long fucking way. The show has come a long way.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking to somebody recently and was like, yo, this shit is so crazy with the evolution of your podcast when it was just you and your Cuddy, and then it was you and all of these other people, and then it was like you and Dodge, Tron wasn't sure or whatever, and then it was you and Tron, and it's like, yo, each show had its own feel.
Mm-hmm.
It was all going. It was an interview series at once. It was an ignorant series at once.
Mm-hmm.
There was an interview series at once. There was, you know what I mean. There was the K Vegas, portion. No Come Girl, right? And we have existed here. I want to say almost 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
2 years and change.
July.
something like that.
This next month will be like 3.
Something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've created a community. We've created a community, right? We go into the Discord and they don't even know if we're there or not. They just, because they fucked with us on the level that they fuck with us,
They
and we're
fuck
talking
with each
about
other.
50 active all day. 50, something like that. And then you have 170, some of them pop in, some of them pop out, whatever. You have what is spawned off of that, which is Hard or Soft, which now has its own community, which is now cousins to the So Shameless. We have, hold on a second. I want to do this very quickly because I think it's important. This motherfucker. We have this motherfucker right here.
Hi, broski.
What up?
So wait, this
up?
is very important. This is very important. As we're talking just now, this man calls me out of nowhere. I haven't spoken to him in a week or 3 days. And he says what?
Oh, I just did the Breakfast Club, motherfuckers. Was good. You know what I mean? You know what I
Nice.
mean?
Yeah,
Nice.
nigga.
Congrats.
Yeah.
This is something that we've done. Tax started it. Mouse picked up the helm. And Mouse, I'll tell you one thing, Mouse, when y'all don't understand and y'all say things about Mouse, y'all say, hey, you know, he's gotten this push or he's whatever. This nigga was hosting 12 people rooms. And he was giving the same energy with
Yep.
12 people rooms. And then that went, some motherfuckers worked hard for this. He was podcasting before Tax, maybe a month, 2, whatever, but he took it from there, signed over to Ellison, then did a couple indies, and now he's doing the moves that he's making. This nigga's doing shows with rooms that look like DMX in Africa. And I want to speak about our community. First of all, bro, I'm very proud of you. I didn't want to keep going for 2 hours without telling you, yo, that's fire. The nigga just text me while we're talking.
Yeah,
I'm
he
like,
texted
yo,
me
I'm
too.
recording. But I want to tell you how proud of you I am, my nigga. Thank you
Thank you.
for listening, for being deliberate about your intentions, optimistic about your future, and touching so many people on your way. Me
Thank you.
included.
And just being an all-around great, positive nigga. I love you, bro.
Sometimes.
No, I love you. I love you so much.
I'm trying to be as positive as Trom is. That's my goal, to be as positive as Trom is.
Oh, so you're on a decline.
Oh, wow.
No, Trom is very, you know what? Let me take it back. Not positive. Trom is very unbothered.
Yes, that's what you want to be, because
Very
he's not
unbothered.
positive.
And so, by proxy, he's always smiling whenever I see him. So it's like, I want to be like that.
Yo, the nigga
Thank you,
barely.
brother.
It's very rare that I see him not smile, or at least not positive. You're right.
Yeah, I gotta be that guy.
I gotta go back into it. I got a whole show planned, bro. I love you, and I'll call you when I'm finished. I'll call you when I'm finished. later. We have as a unit, all of us, Reek, us, we have created something that's very special. And in my mind, I wanted to do something for our community and also to celebrate you guys. I get it a lot. I get a lot of the everyday, the feedback from my followers every day. I get all of these DMs and hey, you're great and da 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 da. I get it all the time. I don't know if y'all get it as much as me. Y'all get it from the Discord, but I wanted all of our followers to have a moment to be able to say, yo, we appreciate you. So today is the Listener Appreciation Day. It's also Dodge Trauma. It's the So Shameless Appreciation Day. So we have a guest host today. Guest host, can you turn your camera on? It's nothing crazy.
Hi, Trav.
Oh shit.
Trav is our, I want to say Trav is our fan club president. Oh,
God damn.
bacon.
Came in hot.
The sound is a little loud.